Hey there, English learners! Welcome to Learn English by Talking, your friendly space to improve your English and upgrade your life at the same time. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Mike. We're so happy you're here with us today.
Seriously, it feels like we're just hanging out in your ears right now.
Hanging out in your ears. I love that image. Like two tiny English coaches sitting in your headphones.
Exactly. So, Mike, you seem really energized today. What's going on?
You know what? I actually got decent sleep last night. Before midnight for once.
Wow, look at you being responsible.
I know, right? And this morning I told myself, Mike, today we're not living on autopilot.
Not on autopilot. I like that. So no zombie mode?
No zombie mode. I still had my coffee, of course, but I didn't want coffee to be my whole personality.
So what did you do differently?
I did a quick stretch, opened the window, took a deep breath, and my brain was like, oh, new day, new possibilities.
That's actually beautiful. Meanwhile, I hit snooze 3 times this morning.
Only 3, that's progress.
But I did do one thing different. Instead of scrolling through my phone, I listened to music.
Music instead of scrolling, that's actually a nice switch.
Yeah, it felt softer, calmer. My brain woke up slowly instead of being bombarded with notifications.
See, that's already a tiny life upgrade.
A tiny upgrade, but a real one. And that's actually connected to today's topic.
Right, today we're talking about something big, how to actually change your life.
Not just your morning, not just your English, your whole life.
And before we dive in, we want to ask for one small favor.
If you're enjoying Learn English by Talking, please hit that subscribe button and give us a like.
It really helps more learners find this podcast.
And we'd love to hear from you in the comments. Write something simple like, I'm your name from your country, and one small thing I want to change in my life is...
We actually read every comment, and when you write, you're practicing real English.
Exactly. Choosing words, building sentences, that's active learning, not just passive listening.
All right, let's jump into today's topic, how to change your life one small step at a time.
This is an intermediate level episode, so the English is clear and natural, but still interesting and meaningful.
If you're a strong beginner, don't worry, you're welcome here too. This can help you move from beginner to intermediate.
And we'll explain any difficult words as we go. Plus, at the end, we'll review the key vocabulary.
So relax, listen, and learn with us.
Okay, Mike, let's start with the big question. If people really want to change their lives, why does it feel so difficult?
That's the question, isn't it? Change sounds beautiful. New chapter, fresh start, better life.
But reality is different. So many people want change, but feel completely stuck.
Stuck, that's the perfect word. It's like your shoe is stuck in mud and you can't move forward.
Exactly. So what's holding us back? What makes us feel stuck?
I think there are a few big reasons. The first one is fear of failure.
Fear of failure. Can you explain that?
Sure, failure means when something doesn't work the way you wanted, and many people think, if I try and I fail, people will laugh at me.
Or I'll disappoint myself, or I'll prove I'm not good enough.
Right, but they never ask the opposite question. What if I try and I succeed?
That's such a good point. Every successful person has a history of failures.
Exactly. They just decided that failure is part of the journey, not the end of the road.
I love that. Failure is part of the road, not the end. So what's the second reason people feel stuck?
No clear direction. Direction means knowing where you're going, like having a map.
So people say things like, I want a better life, or I want to improve my English.
But those goals are too vague, too blurry. Blurry means unclear, like a photo that's out of focus.
So their dream is blurry, and their plan is blurry, and nothing happens.
Exactly. They wait for the perfect plan to appear, and while they're waiting, time passes.
That waiting room feeling. You're not moving, but time definitely is.
Which brings us to reason number 3, negative self-talk.
Oh, this is a big one. Self-talk means how you talk to yourself inside your head.
Yeah, that inner voice. And for many people, it's not very kind.
What kind of things does that negative voice say?
Things like, I'm not smart enough, or I'm not an English person, or people like me never change.
Those thoughts are like poison for your confidence.
Absolutely. If you hear that voice every day, of course you'll feel small and scared.
And then there's one more trap, waiting for motivation.
Oh, yes. People say, I'll start when I feel ready, or I'll practice when I feel motivated.
But here's the secret. Motivation usually comes after you start, not before.
Really?
Yes, you take one small action, and then your brain gives you motivation as a reward.
So it's like you move first and then the energy comes?
Exactly. I remember this with exercise. I kept waiting for the perfect day to start running.
Let me guess, that perfect day never came.
Never. So I made a deal with myself, just 5 minutes, that's all.
And what happened?
I went outside, walked a bit, ran a little. Afterward, I felt proud, just a tiny bit proud.
And that small pride gave you energy to do it again?
Exactly. I had the same thing with English speaking. I waited to feel confident before speaking.
But the confidence never arrived first?
Never. So finally I said, okay, I'll sound silly, but I'll speak anyway.
And each conversation made you a little braver?
Yes. So if we summarize, fear of failure, no clear direction, negative self-talk, and waiting for motivation.
These are like invisible ropes holding you back.
Invisible means you can't see them, but they're still there, stopping you from moving.
And step one of changing your life is noticing those ropes.
Because you can't cut something you never see.
But when you start seeing them clearly, you can slowly begin to loosen them.
And that's when real change is possible.
Okay, so we know why change is hard. Now the big question, how do we actually start?
This is where small steps become incredibly powerful.
Many people imagine change like a big explosion. Boom, new life.
But real change is more like growing a plant.
Oh, I like that comparison.
You don't yell at a plant, "Grow now!" You give it water every day, some sunlight, and time.
Those daily drops of water are like small actions. They look tiny, but they add up.
Add up. That's a good phrase. It means many small things together become something big.
For example, 5 minutes of English practice doesn't look like much.
But 5 minutes every day for a year? That's many, many hours.
And this is where habits come in. A habit is something you do regularly, almost automatically.
Like brushing your teeth or checking your phone in the morning.
Or hopefully listening to an English podcast.
Exactly. There's a famous book called Atomic Habits by James Clear.
I've heard of that one.
He says your habits slowly shape your identity. Identity is who you believe you are.
Can you give an example?
Sure, if you read in English for 10 minutes every night, after a while you start thinking, I'm the kind of person who reads in English.
And that idea about yourself makes it easier to continue?
Exactly. So what are some small habits our listeners could try?
Maybe reading 1 page of an English book every night?
Or writing 2 sentences about your day in English.
Listening to this podcast while you cook or clean?
Here's a mindset one. Every time you think, I'm bad at English, stop and change it to, I'm learning English.
That's a small but powerful switch.
The key idea here is tiny actions repeated regularly can secretly build huge changes.
You don't need a dramatic plan, you just need one small action you repeat.
And those actions create momentum. Momentum is that moving energy that makes it easier to keep going.
Like riding a bike. Once you're moving, you don't need as much effort as the first push.
Exactly. So here is a challenge for our listeners.
What's that?
Think of one thing you keep postponing. Give it just 5 minutes today.
Just 5 minutes?
Yes, it sounds small, but it can open a little door.
I love that. Opening a little door.
Mike, we've mentioned mindset a few times. Let's talk about what that actually means.
Good idea. Mindset is basically the way you think about your abilities and your future.
It's like the style of voice inside your head. Is it kind and hopeful or harsh and negative?
There's a well-known idea about growth mindset versus fixed mindset.
Oh, I've heard of this. Can you explain?
Sure. With a growth mindset, you think, I can improve, I can learn. I'm not perfect, but I can get better.
And a fixed mindset?
That's when you think, this is just who I am. I'm bad at languages. I can't change.
And I'm guessing the growth mindset is more helpful?
Obviously. And here's something interesting about our brains.
What's that?
We have this brain system. It's got a long technical name, but basically it's like a filter.
A filter?
Yes, it decides what information is important for you to notice.
Can you give an example?
Sure, when you learn a new vocabulary word, suddenly you see it everywhere, in movies, books, videos.
Oh, I've noticed that. The word was always there, but now I see it.
Exactly. Your brain is saying, we know this word, show it to me.
So if your inner voice always says, I can't, your brain looks for proof that you're right?
Yes, but if your voice says, I'm learning, I'm improving, your brain starts showing you signs of progress.
That's why some people talk about reprogramming your mind.
Like installing a new app in your brain.
I love that image. So how do we reprogram?
There are 3 simple tools: affirmations, visualization, and gratitude.
Let's break those down. What's an affirmation?
An affirmation is a positive sentence you tell yourself on purpose, like, I'm getting better at English every week.
So you're choosing what your inner voice says?
Exactly. And visualization?
That's when you close your eyes and imagine yourself doing something well.
Like imagining yourself speaking calmly in a job interview.
Perfect example. And gratitude?
Gratitude is feeling thankful. You look at your day and say, okay, today was hard, but I'm thankful for this one good thing.
So you're training your brain to see opportunities, not just problems.
Exactly. The goal is simple. Make your inner voice a coach, not a critic.
A coach, not a critic. I really like that.
Sarah, there's another big enemy of change we haven't talked about yet.
What's that?
Perfectionism. Waiting for the perfect moment to start.
Oh, I know this one too well.
People say, when my English is better, I'll speak, or when I have more time, I'll study.
Or when I feel confident, I'll apply for that job.
But here's the funny thing. Confidence often comes after you start, not before.
Really?
Yes, it's like standing at the edge of a pool saying, when I feel comfortable, I'll jump in.
But the comfort comes after the jump.
Exactly. When did you experience this?
When I started recording myself speaking English, I felt so awkward.
Did you delete a lot of recordings?
So many. I wanted each one to be perfect.
What changed?
One day I told myself, this isn't perfect, but it's good enough. I posted it.
And what happened?
Nothing bad. Some people even liked it.
There's a sentence I love. A messy start is better than a perfect someday.
Because someday often means never.
Exactly. So if you're waiting for a perfect moment, this might be your sign.
Start now in an imperfect way?
Yes. Don't think about changing everything. Just think, what's one simple action I can do today?
Like sending a voice message in English?
Or reading one paragraph, or writing one email.
Those imperfect actions build momentum.
And remember, momentum is that moving energy. Once you're moving, it's easier to keep going.
Like a bike, the first push is hardest.
Exactly.
Mike, there's one more piece we need to talk about.
What's that?
Your environment. Everything around you. People, places, the content you consume.
There's a famous saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with.
That's powerful. Can you explain?
If your 5 closest people always complain and say it's impossible, it's very hard to stay positive.
But if your 5 people are learning, trying, doing things for their future,
Then you start thinking, maybe I can do that too.
it's not just people though, right?
Right. It's also what you watch and listen to, your information diet.
Information diet. I love that phrase.
We know food can be healthy or unhealthy. Information is the same.
So, motivating podcasts, helpful videos, good books, that's healthy food for your brain.
Exactly. And endless negative news, drama videos, comment fights, that's junk food.
They drain your energy. Drain means they take your energy away and leave you empty.
When I was learning English, I felt alone until I joined an online study group.
What changed?
Suddenly, I had people saying, I'm struggling too, but let's keep going.
Did it make English easier?
Not magically easier, but it made quitting harder.
So maybe we should ask ourselves, who are my 5 people? What's my information diet?
And if the answer feels heavy, you don't need to change everything at once.
Just add one positive person, one good podcast, one small community.
Little by little, with better people and better input, taking action feels more natural.
You don't have to fight yourself so hard.
Exactly.
Okay, Mike, we used some important words today. Let's review them.
Great idea. Let's start with stuck.
Stuck means you can't move forward. Something is holding you. I feel stuck in my routine.
Next, fear of failure. Failure is when something doesn't work. Fear of failure means being scared to try.
My fear of failure stopped me from starting my business.
Then we have direction, the way you're going, your plan. I want to improve, but I don't have direction.
Negative self-talk, the unkind things you say to yourself in your mind.
I'm trying to change my negative self-talk into kinder words.
Habit, something you do regularly, almost automatically.
Listening to this podcast every day is my new habit.
Identity, how you see yourself, who you believe you are.
My identity changed from I'm bad at English to I'm an English learner.
Mindset, your general way of thinking about your abilities.
Changing my mindset helped me enjoy English more.
Growth mindset, believing you can improve.
With a growth mindset, mistakes are part of learning.
Affirmation, a positive sentence you tell yourself on purpose.
I use the affirmation, I am getting better every day.
Visualization, imagining yourself doing something well.
Before the exam, I used visualization to see myself feeling calm.
Gratitude, feeling thankful for good things.
Practicing gratitude makes my problems feel smaller.
Momentum, the moving energy that makes it easier to keep going.
After 1 week of daily practice, I had momentum.
And finally, environment, everything around you.
Changing my environment helped me grow.
If you didn't catch everything, you can listen to this part again.
And try making your own sentence with one of these words.
Well, that's all the time we have today.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us on Learn English by Talking.
Remember, you don't need a perfect plan. You just need one small step, repeated again and again.
We believe in you. Little changes every day can really transform your life.
If this episode helped you, share it with a friend who also wants to grow and learn English.
Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment telling us one thing you want to change.
Take care, keep going, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye for now.
Bye!